Welcome to another episode of the Leadership Doctors. I'm Dr. Kathy Bush.
And I'm Dr. Tara Peters.
One of the things that you're going to see when you look at our book, The Demotivated Employee, is that you're going to see us telling a lot of stories. And the reason we do that is actually because this is how we've been interacting with lots of leaders as MBA professors and as consultants and even as folks sitting around the Thanksgiving dinner table. We've been talking to people about what's going on with other people at work. And we find it to be very useful and instructive for us to kind of take apart the stories that people tell us and think about what's going on. And so we're going to tell you the story about Amanda. Tara, you want to start us out?
I will. I'm happy to. And so I want you to think for just a moment as I'm going to share some highlights from Amanda's story about how you can relate to what you're going to hear. So Amanda worked in a car dealership, and she was really talented and a go-getter. And so her manager noticed, and so she was tapped on the shoulder to become a part of the leadership development program at the dealership. And so as you can imagine, right, Amanda did an amazing job, right? She flew through that program with flying colors and asked for a promotion to become the manager for the used car sales department. And so given her track record, right, how well she had done in the training, her general manager was like, yeah, absolutely. And so Amanda was promoted to that new role. And so she did fantastic in that role. She had a team of used car sales professionals. They were driving revenue for the dealership and improving it. They were getting great feedback from the customers. And so they were just doing an amazing job. But as you can imagine, right, in organizations, right, transitions come. And so Amanda's GM left, right, to take on another role with another organization. And so Amanda got a new GM. And so, Kathy.
Yeah, so this happens to us from time to time. The relationship that we have with our leader fits well, that we begin to thrive under the mentoring and coaching of a specific style of leadership in a person, and then a new person comes along. And so in Amanda's story, the new person came along and didn't know much about that dealership, didn't know Amanda, had their preconceived notions, which we always do. And the new leader spent a lot of time micromanaging, not just Amanda, but everybody in the dealership. And so Amanda used to be able to make decisions on her own. Her former manager direct interactions were infrequent because the former GM trusted her, or she felt trusted, and also, she had lots and lots of positive interaction with her colleagues. And all of a sudden, the interactions with colleagues started looking like complaining about the new dude, right? The new dude who's micromanaging me, the new dude who doesn't trust me, the new dude who wants me to do things a different way. And so Amanda really just suddenly began to feel a lot less motivated. And in fact, she came to work and she cared about the people who worked for her. She still was productive, but she was doing the minimum amount of work, and eventually took a job at the dealership down the road. As often happens, certainly in the dealership business and other businesses, people began to gravitate down the road with her. And so a whole lot of people in the first dealership ended up working at Amanda's new dealership with new kinds of leadership styles and new success. And so hopefully you can relate to this. I say hopefully, but frankly, it's not a positive story. So hopefully you've had better success than Amanda has. But as a leader, recognize what's going on with your people when they respond differently to a leadership style. What can you do to prevent that from demotivating them?
And so with stories like Amanda, right, that caused Kathy and I to say, man, we really want to better understand what happens, right, to people like Amanda, and digging deeper to better try to understand what actually transpired, and to be able then to ultimately help leaders, right, so that we can stop demotivating employees. We can stop losing great talent like Amanda, because we don't believe that leaders are cynical, right? We don't believe that GM who came to Amanda's dealership, right, and took the helm, we don't believe that he was intentionally running Amanda off, but he did it unintentionally, but there was still a consequence to that. And so we talk about that subject matter very specifically in our book, The Demotivated Employee. And so go to our website, theleadershipdoctors.com.